Welcome to a video where I make a tier list of every whitelisted tower I currently have in my fan game. If you didn't know already, whitelisted towers are towers that could possibly get into a later zone of my fan game, and are most likely to. Once I've assigned all the towers to a tier, I'll order all of the A and S tier towers from worst to best to kind of find out the best tower of them all. If you are a normal viewer, watch till the end to see the best whitelisted tower in Towers of Abyss, and if you have built one of the towers I'm about to rank, buckle up and see where your tower stands. Just don't take anything personally. All of this is my opinion and my opinion only. Enjoy! Tower of Funky Colors. Gameplay is not the most fun really, and a lot of jumps are awkward and unusual. The design is really charming, although it may be simple. In other words, glue spam. C tier. Tower of Reality's Matrix. A pretty cool tower. Now I'm going to talk about gameplay because I have nothing else to say. The gameplay is alright, but every now and then it spikes with an unfun jump. Also, this uses neon kind of well. B tier. Tower of Slope Climbing. I would say this uses an overused gimmick where the frame is a slope, but I can't think of any towers that do that. So I'm not sure that slope towers are overused, and that just may be an assumption I never realized was an assumption. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the tower. It's okay. B tier. Tower of Towers. The atmosphere and design of this is something else. I've never seen something like it before. Is the gameplay good? Well, that's a good question if I do say so myself, but I'm too lazy to talk about that. Anyways, it's A tier. Tower of Colorful Fevers. This tower has click buttons and is split into two colors, which is pretty cool. Structures are pretty cool, and this tower is pretty fun. Oh crap, wrong tower. This is the one I was meant to talk about. Yeah, what I said before applies to this tower as well. A tier. Tower of Severe Scoliosis. The design is top tier, has a great atmosphere, though it seems to have a second half harder than the first half, which is never fun. Sorry Tyler for stealing your words without your permission. Anyways, S tier. Tower of Red Void. I don't know how I feel about this tower. I mean, things can be fun I guess, and some things are unique. Can we just skip to the bit where I mentioned the tier? B tier. Tower of Ephemerality. Jank. You either love it or hate it. I think this tower is kind of annoying with some weird jumps, but let's just ignore that because look at the structuring. We've got this thing, pink, and this design, and look at this structure. There is some spheres and wedges and shapes and stuff that are all placed to create this gap that is totally not annoying to get through. B tier. Tower of Irregular Formation. I'm not going to make the same joke twice about how this is similar to another tower. Or am I? Design is good. Gameplay is good. It's kind of short. And has a safety net every floor. S tier. Tower of Jagged Torment. I don't know what to say about this since I never reviewed it in the first place. But with the gameplay kind of annoying a lot of the times, and oh boy, there's some difficulty spikes, I'll have to put this in C tier. Tower of Icy Whack. The gameplay is frustrating and feels super weird. It can be unique sometimes, but it just needs some polish for this to be fun. This tower also kind of has an atmosphere, and neon is used well. C tier. Tower of Comprehension. I couldn't really play this entire tower since there were no teleporters to the different floors anymore, and I'm too bad at the game to beat it legit. I'll just use my memory of this tower though. Most of this is fun, but it has a couple of bad jumps as you can't pan your camera around to see where to jump, and it makes them feel awkward and stuff. Yeah, B tier. Tower of Verdius Foliage. I really like the way this tower plays out, and although the gameplay may seem really simple with barely any rotation in the structures that are also simple, everything still works well and stuff is really fun. A tier. Tower of Queer Tenebros. Pretty fun gameplay, not gonna lie, but the design is very basic and the format of the tower is like a big structure every floor that you have to weave your way around kinda. Not sure if that's good or bad. B tier. Tower of Flowering Demise. It's just a coincidence that right after Tower Verdius Foliage was submitted, this tower was a few hours later, just a little coincidence. But in all seriousness, a tree tower isn't that original, and the creator probably thought it would be cool making a tree tower after seeing TOVF. Anyways, this tower's not fun. C tier. Citadel of incomprehensible stupidity. So basically you play the first floor and meet the creator that talks to you about the tower, and then when you get to floor 2 the tower floods and there's pirates that are making the tower weird, and the creator is confused, and then you help a bully break into a house, and then you go to a factory and you have this long boring boss fight that is very repetitive and boring, and then you enter the Towers of Abyss server and do some stuff, and apparently the creator of the tower blames the player for all the weirdness, and that doesn't make sense, and then you do this kind of unfun boss and it's like super anticlimactic, and I wouldn't even call it a boss, and I had a real problem with the ending of the Citadel. It's kind of lazy in my opinion, having the Citadel themed around stupidity. Just creates an excuse for this, like the excuse for bad boss fight, bad ending stuff, and the gameplay is also not really that fun, and it's short, making this feel like a tower. C tier. Tower of Uncanny Progression. Since I wrote an entire essay for the previous tower, I'll go easy on myself. This tower's good. What do you mean it's too easy? A tier. Citadel of Retaliation. This Citadel is actually really fun, but I wish it didn't use symmetry so much because it's a waste of parts. Although it does make the tower look good. Is symmetry good or bad? B tier. Tower of Panicked Frenzy. This tower is pretty fun and charming. It's simple yet feels modern, mainly from the use of client objects and colors. B tier. Tower of Slanted Progression. The name was probably really easy to think of. Man, I struggle with naming towers these days. A tier. Tower of Inconsistency. I'm not sure that's what you want to name your tower, but it's a classic tower, it's fun. I'm kind of disappointed that most of the towers are B tier, but this is going to be in B tier. Tower of Mechanical Ramping. Haha, it looks like Tower of Cruel Punishment. Haha, so funny. S tier. Hey, I probably should have said why I gave this S tier. No, I should just apologize to some people that they didn't get a full description of their towers. Sorry. So I didn't end up needing the D and F tiers, which is a good thing because then I might need to question my curators for whitelisting a tower worthy of those tiers. And for the C tier ones, they're just a matter of curators' opinions different from mine. And although I don't like those towers, other curators do. So now let's get into ranking all of the A and S tier towers from worst to best. So let's rank the 8 towers in A and S tier. The A tier ones are Tower of Towers, Tower of Colorful Fevers, Tower of Verdurous Foliage, and Tower of Uncanny Progression. The S tier ones are Tower of Severe Scoliosis, Tower of Irregular Formation, Tower of Mechanical Ramping, and Tower of Slanted Progression. And I also changed my mind a lot for which tiers these towers would be in. And in the video I kept placing them in the wrong tier because I kept changing my mind and I was confused and stuff like that. So I hope it wasn't too confusing. And I'll be using a score system to rank these towers, although I'd never actually have used this system officially since I never have needed to. So yeah, this will be my first official time. So that was the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. And that last ranking bit was supposed to be me talking, but I got a bit lazy and I just added like music and stuff. Like a lot of other ranking videos just add music and text and stuff, and it's like really easy to do. So hope you appreciate me using my voice and everything, putting a lot of effort into this video. So yeah, subscribe. I post more Obby Creator videos. Yeah, bye.